What's up, everybody? Joe White here, and I am back. Yeah, that's right. I'm back on the road. 4 months since I've been back on the road, and I'm sitting here in Lowell, Arkansas. That's right, Lowell, Arkansas. Getting ready to hit the hay. Got to be up at 5 a.m. in the morning, but I wanted to make a video. I kind of like this 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. start time stuff for SummerSlam. Um, Man, I guess the big thing from this past weekend is Brock Lesnar's back, and a lot of backlash online, a lot of it's MAGA's taking over, cancel culture's dead, and all this mess. And I think it boils down to the fact of they needed somebody for John Cena's last match, and they couldn't have him and Cody again. You can't have him and The Rock. The Rock's not going to wrestle. If The Rock wanted to wrestle, he'd wrestle. He would have wrestled at WrestleMania this past year. Orton, they blew their wad with Orton early on. Edge is not available. So who else are you going to have? Um, Undertaker can't do it. So you knock out all those guys, and who else is Cena's greatest opponent that is left? It's Brock Lesnar. Think about it. They broke in the exact same year. They're part of the same class down in OVW. Um, John Cena's first major feud when he started the rapper gimmick was Brock Lesnar. Um, I tell you this, the whole Janelle Grant thing. Oh, he got offered this girl. Well, guess what, folks? He never really said yes, and nothing, as far as we know, ever really happened with this girl. Otherwise, this girl would have named him in the lawsuit. Instead, it just says a former UFC champion, and Vince was sending him texts going, "Hey, check this out, pal." And yeah, he replied once or twice, whatever the case may be, but nothing really happened. I'm not justifying what Vince did, but the problem is that you can't, I'm sorry, this whole bull crap of you did this, so you should never have another job as long as you live. Meh. You go right down to being homeless because you did some naughty things. Come on. Come on. And the whole, well, now we know why they got rid of press conferences. They got rid of the press conferences because people are stupid. The press conferences weren't drawing anything. When they didn't want real reporters in there anyway. They were trying to copy AEW, and it's stupid. It's flat out stupid. They're talking heads in a vacuum. I didn't like it to begin with. I don't like AEWs because even when they do ask real questions, it's, oh, I appreciate the question, but that doesn't serve me to speak on that right now. I'm going to go do a line or two. Let's not forget. I mean, for all you AEW stands out there, let us not forget that the owner of your company that you love and cherish so much is a complete freaking cokehead. Okay? Anyway, I'm going to play a clip for you. The one thing that's going to come out of tonight, another one, WWE's got another lawsuit on their hands. This is Brock Lesnar's pyro from tonight, and I want you to watch the tail end of it.
Oh my God! Hell has come!
As you can see, the pyro at the very end, one of those strands of fireworks goes shooting off right into the crowd. That's going to be a lawsuit right there. Oh, man. I guarantee you somebody got burned by that. Um, but yeah, overall, very, very mixed feelings about this year's SummerSlam 2 night event. I don't think they needed to go to a 2 night event. Last night, from the main event, um, the first match, people were, the tag match, people they were beating the hell out of each other. Roman Reigns took some big dives. Um, you know, Bronson Reed. I wish they would stop calling him Big Bronson Reed. Just call him Bronson Reed. Took a big dive. Big people should not be diving. Sorry, did Big E not teach y'all a lesson? That's why he's in the spot that he's in right now. It's because he kept diving. Anyway, Undertaker knocked himself out on a dive at WrestleMania against Brock. So there you go. Um, the main event of night one was good. I do wish, man, and this is not the first time that it's happened, but I wish that, and yes, I know he's no spring chicken, but Punk, my boy, my favorite wrestler of all time, CM Punk, you have got to get your wind under you, man. That is my only complaint about the match from last night is that he was winded as hell during that match. Um, Tonight, I will tell you, TLC was your typical car crash. AJ versus Dom was Eddie. Why are we doing Eddie Guerrero's greatest hits in 2025? No disrespect to Guerrero, he was awesome, and I love me some Eddie Guerrero. But why is it that every time Dominic gets on the screen, and yes, I know it's like the 20-year anniversary of the custody of Dominic match, and they finally acknowledged it, and blah 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 blah. But why does everything have to be about Eddie Guerrero with them guys? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Yeah, I get it. I mean he's like family to you. That's your argument. He's like family and we got to keep his spirit alive. I don't see them doing that for anybody else who's long gone. I don't see them dropping Hogan leg drops. I don't see them, dropping Macho Man elbows every single match. Well, maybe Punk does, but anyway. I don't get it. Why did we have to have the low rider? Why did we have to have he's wearing Eddie's tights and he's wearing Ray's tights and why can't you just go out there and rest on your own merits and have a good match? Because the match itself was good. It was real good between AJ and Dom. And I like the finish. The finish plays off of the Kurt Angle match from WrestleMania 20. I don't need to see Eddie Guerrero's greatest hits every time you're in the ring, Dominic. I really don't. And AJ to play on with this, I mean, I just, no part in their storyline. The whole storyline for this was I'm going to stalk you because I know you're not sick. I know you're not injured. And the second you get cleared, it's on. That's all you needed. That's all that was warranted. I don't think they ever bought Dominic or Eddie into this until tonight. It just was so out of left field and made no sense to me. Um, Other than that, the work rate was really good. It was really good, and I'm glad Dominic won. Um, I'm glad Jade Cargill finally lost. We can, Jade Cargill. I'm a huge Jade Cargill fan, and I hoped that she would get better, but I think the experiment's over. The pony has left the barn on it. She's just another woman in there now. Um, Somebody even mentioned, I think it was the Wrestling Soup guys even said, if she was around when the Divas era was around, um, she'd be China. So, uh, let's see what else happened this week. The the damn cage match. They hyped this up. Oh, cage match, cage match, cage match. Well, when will people learn in WWE a cage match, even though it's meant to keep people out, that means it's going to bring about 15 people in, and everybody was in there from the bloodline, the new bloodline, the MFTs or whatever they're calling themselves these days, and it was just a plunder match. It really meant nothing. Solo ended up winning. So whatever. And then we had John Cena versus Cody, which was an absolute kick-ass match, but it was overshadowed yet again. Cody can't have a freaking moment, man. Cody can't. I was hoping for a double turn. I'm not gonna lie. It's time for. They were booing the hell out of Cody anyway, but then again, it's a New York, New Jersey audience. They're a bunch of yahoos up north anyway. Once you get into that northern tri-state area, once you get into like the Philly area and the New York area, the fans become fickle anyway. So you got to kind of take with the grain of salt. The soccer chants are continuing. They're even more prevalent up there, and I can't stand it. But The fans were booing Cody for the most part, cheering Cena. Cena played his greatest hits. I did think that the extra falsies at the end, kicking out of multiple finishers of one person and then kicking out of an avalanche AA from another, it was like, okay. It was all right. I mean, it was pure cinema, honestly. It told a good story. Um, I think it could have been about maybe 5 minutes shorter. That's just me. And then Brock coming out. That's John Cena's retirement match, folks. And they don't have a PLE in December unless they decide to do a Saturday night's main event. And John Cena deserves to go out on a PLE. So I think Survivor Series may be it for him, unless they do um a brand John Cena branded tribute pay-per-view, which I can't see them doing, because yes, while he is one of if not the greatest superstar of the modern era, um he doesn't deserve all that. But that's just my quick thoughts on SummerSlam. Again, the crowd was just a bunch of idiots. I can't stand those type of crowds. Um Even somebody on X, I think it was the AEW Neckbeard parody account, was like, between WrestleMania and SummerSlam, these are two of the worst crowds ever. And I have to agree. I really have to agree. Um, but yeah, let me know what you guys thought about Brock coming back. I just think quit bringing politics into this crap. This has nothing to do with Trump. It has nothing to do with the politics. What it has to do with is the fact that they need Brock Lesnar right now. They needed you know, that's a pure Paul Heyman move if I ever saw one. Every show's got to have a surprise on it now, just like ECW. So tonight, Brock was your surprise. What are they going to do next? Who knows? um, I don't know where they go with Cody from here. That's just it. Where do you go with Cody? Unless they're going to have, maybe LA Knight. I don't know. Because LA Knight beat Seth Rollins. So, I mean, even though they did it to set up an angle, he did get a win over. So he hit him with the BFT, bam, and LA Knight won't anywhere near this pay per view. So at all, either night. So I think maybe we get a heel LA Knight coming up. Somebody's got to turn heel now that Cena's pure babyface, and of course we will get no explanation from The Rock at all. The Rock is soulless now. Rock has no more souls to take. But let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. We will see you down the road.
Ow. Biden? I'm eating right now. Get back to me later.